Welcome
to
Talk
Gaming.
Yeah.
That was good, huh? This is Bob, Mr. Bob. That's right,
Mr. Bob.
I forgot about it.
I
Mr.
looked
Bob.
it up, by the way, Bob. It was taken.
Yeah.
There's a Mr. Bob. He's not even active, though.
I'll get him. I'll remove him.
Yeah.
I'll talk to the YouTubes.
All you gotta do is just start being successful and be like, I want Mr. Bob, and they'll have to give it to you.
Yeah, they have to. It's a law.
It's the law.
If you are a better person,
if you are more successful in the YouTube,
all right,
the name belongs to you.
This is Mr. Bob. Joining us is J-Bone.
Hello.
Who recently bought a house.
That's right.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Homeowner. Yay!
Yeah. Look at his smile, dude.
He's all
Look at
nervous.
these pearly whites.
He's all stressed out and everything.
Oh man, yeah. It's just
like
it is stressful, man.
He has 30 years now. He has to pay on something for 30 years.
Yeah.
It's bigger than a marriage. And then we have the Seventh Sword.
Richard the Seventh.
Richard Sword.
Richard Sword. The little swords.
The little swords.
Yeah.
The family's all here.
Yep.
All right. What do you guys want to talk about first? What do you guys want to talk about?
Well, there was a game that came out recently.
Oh, what have you guys been playing?
Oh!
There was a day zero version of it, apparently.
Oh,
it was so important that it came out a day early.
All right, I think we're going to recap what we're going to try to talk to. Hopefully get all of it. We're going to talk about the Zero game of the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
The Zero game?
We're going to talk about Alien Isolation, hopefully.
Yes, I want to talk about that this
I want to talk about Lords of the Fallen. And
I want to hear you talk about Lords of the Fallen.
Thank you. And we'll get that feedback. And I want to talk about Borderlands.
Did you beat Evil Within?
And I haven't continued playing.
Oh man, really?
I'm stressed about it. I look at it, I'm like, God, do I want to get stressed today?
Wow, it's been like a month.
Okay, but first, let's just talk about what we've been doing. What have you been doing, J-Bone?
Well, besides looking for homes, that is now concluded. Now I just got to show them the money. No, I'm just kidding. I've been playing Mordor a lot. I've actually really liked that game. I mean, last time we talked, which was about 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
I was about like 30% in that game, 20%. I'm damn near. I really enjoyed it. The story didn't make any sense to me, and I didn't really care for the story all that much, but the combat was just so satisfying, you know? And the graphics, man. Like I was surprised at how good the textures were. Like when you hide in the bushes, when you see the bushes kind of like hump up a little bit when you're hiding, and then you can kind of like tilt the camera angle just enough to where you can see a close-up of like a leaf. The leaf looked really good, man. It kind of reminded me of like Crytek's engine with Crysis a little bit, and then like just having all like the foliage just flapping when you hit
nice,
it.
so when you go into
yeah, very, very pleasing to the eyes. But I beat the game. When I get home tonight, I'm going to try to platinum that game. I have like 4 more slave missions to accomplish, like 4 or 5 more, and some Red Dead Redemption style like
get those leaves.
The leaves. I have
Or
like 4 of those, and then I get a platinum, dude.
I wonder how close I am to platinum that, because I did a lot of stuff in it. I just got to check where I'm at. All right, J-Bone, we could all say it. What's the best thing about the game and the worst thing? And I want us all to just try and say
Don't
it.
put me on the spot, Bob.
I have one. I'll just think about it. Okay, my best thing about that is
combat.
There's 2 things. It's the combat and just how it looks graphically. Like, I'm not saying it's the prettiest game I've ever seen in my life, but it looks good. It looks like a good game, and the combat is very smooth, so it's really nice.
Yeah.
The worst thing about the game, it's too small. Like, the areas are too small, I think, and it kind of blends in. It looks nice, but it just kind of blends in. Everything's just like, there. That's what I think.
I agree. I think the combat is good. It reminds me of Batman. It is stolen from Batman. Do I think it's as good as Batman? No, because when I first played it, it was kind of getting clunky, and I'm so used to just having Batman just be so fast and fluid and just, but when like I said before, when I needed it to do a takedown or some sort of wraith blast thing or some sort of whatever, like it did it. Like the buttons, like there weren't anything. Like I'm pressing the fucking button and you're not doing anything. Piece of shit fucking game, and I'm throwing the remote. Like when I did it, it's like bam, it was there. When I had to counter, bam, it countered, dude. It was very on point with that. Now as far as the landscape, it looks good. The sunlight looks good. The rain. But yeah, it was very boring lands. Like there wasn't anything so memorable. Like, oh yeah, I remember like he's in the corner in this little hut to buy, little shop goods or something like that. Kind of like Destiny or something. Like you knew.
There's no color palette.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Yeah,
it's like a
that's a
lot
good way
of
to
the
describe
brown and grays. But my favorite thing about that game is the Shadow Strike.
Oh yeah, the
By far,
abilities.
that ability where you can just teleport to anybody and assassinate them.
Yeah, that was cool.
I guess the thing that I thought was lacking is that everyone's playing the game the same exact way as you are. Essentially, I kind of wish there was like maybe like different weapon types you could have. Like maybe like you could play with daggers instead of like.
Oh
sword.
yeah,
You know,
that'd be cool.
I mean, that's just like one little minor gripe. Maybe if they make a sequel to it, they can add more weapon variety to it. But other than that, the combat was so satisfying in that game.
I know that we forgot to talk about I know the story.
Story doesn't matter in that game to me. It's Lord of the, I mean, I'm sure that if you like pay attention to the lore, it makes sense with like hopefully. I don't really know. It seems interesting enough to hold your attention throughout just to get from battle to battle. But is it like anything that you're gonna remember that was gripping?
No, I would say
Yeah,
the story was. I tried and I was trying to like read all that stuff, but like when they're talking about the objects and examine, it's just I don't know. It wasn't as interesting as I wanted to be for the story.
Yeah, it'd be cool if they had made a game like this style, but with like the Lord of the Rings characters from the movies that we all know and love. Like you play as Aragorn and Legolas and Gandalf and like.
I think they've done that, but it hasn't been good.
I know that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
they actually make it this good. That would be awesome. Like the combat was that satisfying. That would be amazing. I'm waiting for that to happen now.
Yeah, I think they're going to make a sequel on Mordor because it was successful. And I think they'll venture out into because I mean it's just like when I remember when I first started it on, I was the next day I was leaving for Vegas and Chris convinced me to purchase it digitally and I did. It was like my first digital purchase as far as a full game. I did like DLC stuff and like little indie games, but as far as a $60, $59.99 retail, I did it. And I remember like I put it on and I was like, it's like okay, like this land is really bland and like he's like no color scheme, right?
No.
Like it's very bland and boring, and I'm just kind of like, okay, like let's see how long I last in this game. Surprisingly, I fucking beat it, and I really, really enjoyed it. Like,
yeah, I would
really
say.
did.
I mean, the things that we've been griping about, it's not like we're saying it's a bad game or any of that. I'm not saying it's the best game I've ever played, but it's definitely a game that I enjoyed. And there's no time in that game where I was like, oh, I hate playing it. Like the whole time I played that game, I enjoyed it. I mean, there was not really any time where I was like, I don't want to play it anymore. Like some games you just kind of, you almost like the end.
Why am I playing this?
And then you just feel like you got to beat it just because you're like there.
Yeah, what's it called? What's the game, Bob?
Bound by Flame.
Bound by Flame. Bound by Bob?
See, right now if I had Bound by Flame, I would probably not play it, but at the time when I was just needing a game, it was a good time. I enjoyed it.
I regret that purchase so much.
What about Spider-Man? You bought that too.
That is still Spider-Man.
You played like 10 minutes.
That is still better than Bound by Flame. You know why? Because I can swing around the city and just have fun doing that. All right.
Hold on. Fuck all this stupid game bullshit. I want to get to what you've been playing, Lords of the Fallen.
Lords of the Fallen. We were gonna say we were gonna talk about Alien Isolation, but I could talk about
Dark Souls Light, sugar-free edition.
We could talk about. Okay, we could talk about Lords of the Fallen because I mean I was just thinking about. All right, it's not that funny.
Yeah, it was fucking perfect too, because it is like a light version of Dark Souls. Sugar-free cookies, sugar-free brownies.
Well, there are
that lactose-free milk.
You can't have glucose. Don't worry about it.
You can't have.
It's not gonna be as good. But we made it for you.
What's the bullshit they're pushing out with the gut? Like you can't. And it's in pasta, not gluten.
Gluten.
Yeah, it's gluten-free. It's a gluten-free Dark Souls.
Gluten's actually a problem, apparently. But
yeah,
no, it is.
There was like a South Park episode about it. They were just talking about it. It was pretty funny about gluten-free.
I was gonna say about.
Oh no, but Lords of the Fallen. Okay, I'll talk about it because I did beat it. I haven't started New Game Plus.
I played it a little bit, so I want to put my 2 cents.
Yeah, and that was a hard part. I would say at the first when I started, like I was looking at difficulty level because we all know Dark Souls is very difficult. So as a difficulty level at the beginning it was so. I'm like, oh, it's pretty easy, and then it got to a hard point. Like where it was difficult. Where you got to when you were playing with me?
Yeah, when
that was hard, wasn't it?
I didn't even know what I was doing.
It was hard though. You were like dying.
The third try, I killed that thing, and like.
Yeah, but then there were 8 more.
Yeah, and I was like, "You go, Bob.
Yeah.
Back to
you."
So
I mean, there were parts where I felt that were like difficult, but then I got to a point where I got my stuff, I upgraded, and not saying it was really easy, but then it came to a part where I wasn't really dying, and I was destroying things, and then it got hard again. So it kind of fluctuated. It wasn't like always feeling like very powerful or very weak. It was always there. two Dark Souls of why what makes Dark Souls so difficult compared to this game. I was thinking the reason why this game was less difficult was, I mean, you do get like what is it? What do you get in that stupid game? It's not souls. You get experience points, yada yada yada. And if you die like Dark Souls, your experience lays there, and you have to pick it up.
Okay.
There's a couple of things. I think Dark Souls.
But you can store your experience points, right?
Yeah, you can store your experience points.
So if you die, you don't lose them.
Well, but if you don't, what's really a cool feature, which is kind of interesting, is if you don't go to a checkpoint because you have like health potions that you have, you get more experience if you keep on killing.
Okay, so
it like a multiplier
thing. So you can go for it, try to lose everything, or you can store what you have so that you have it.
Yeah, but and what I think would make that game 100 times harder is my biggest gripe about that game is the enemy types. They were pretty boring. It was just like generic. It was very generic. I would say that was a generic Dark Souls. Not saying it was bad. I'm just saying to Dark Souls level, Dark Souls was on a different level.
It was Mountain Frost to Mountain Dew.
Yes. And then there's a lot of checkpoints. You would have most of the times I felt like there was a bunch of checkpoints. So I never felt like I had to worry about my death. I mean, there was only a couple of times I actually lost a good amount of souls, but most time I really didn't have to worry about it. It had some cool features into it, like the weapons were really cool. And when you upgraded different things, there was different ways you could do. You could add runes to it, which runes were like special perks for each weapon, which you can customize. And that was fun. And I enjoyed myself. The boss battles compared to Dark Souls were not that great. There were a couple that I really, really enjoyed. There was one, if you're ever going to play it, it was like later on, it was called The Brothers. And there was a fire and electric, fire and lightning.
Did you buy that digitally or did you buy that physical copy?
I have it physically.
Ooh, it means I could borrow it.
You can. But Jess is on the...
I still got your Last of Us. I need to give it back to you.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Remember?
What about... Wait, where's my Metal Gear Rising, Bob? Is that gone?
No, it should be here.
Okay. Cool. I think I want to do a Let's Play of that.
Oh.
Metal Gear Rising. Oh, God.
You know,
It's
such a good game.
That is good. I'll admit. I'll admit. It was fun. It was good.
I love those fast-paced action comic
games.
Yeah.
Anywho, Lords of the Fallen... If you're really in the need of Dark Souls and you want to play it.
Bloodborne's coming out pretty soon.
Yeah, Bloodborne's coming out.
And there's still the DLC for Dark Souls. 3 chapters of DLC.
But, if you want something a little easier and a little, say you were, I want to start playing Dark Souls, but I'm a little scared.
This is like the introductory
Go into
level.
this. It is difficult to a point, for some games. But you're going to have the feeling that it's like Dark Souls. I was watching a lot of people, not review it and talk about it, and... I was reading different opinions. They're like, "Oh, it's like a slower Dark Souls." And I'm like, "Yeah, kinda." But
I'm unsatisfied with that roll. Even the fastest version of that roll.
Eventually, I got to a fast roll, and I like the roll better. I mean, it worked pretty well. I really didn't have an issue of getting hit.
But I just don't like the animation and the way it feels. It doesn't feel like I'm rolling out of the way. It's like,
I don't know. I had no problem with it, and I could do the back one. I mean, honestly, it really did feel like Dark Souls a lot. I kind of wish that I wanted to try out the fast agility ones, the weapons. I had the heavier ones, and I think it might have been easier. I think if I did agility, it'd be a little harder.
Agility builds are awesome because it's high risk, high reward. You can get in there, do lots of damage, and then get out. It's a lot of evading.
Yeah. So, but I would say it has different feeling. I mean, you can't just say I'm just comparing to Dark Souls because it is almost like Dark Souls, as a genre. That game is like a genre type of game.
Well, yeah, I mean, not many games since
you can't
Demon's Souls have come out that, emulated it. This is the first real big one that's actually tried.
Yeah, and it has some other features in it, there's an XP bonus, there are different ruins, and it felt different, and it wasn't a bad thing.
I mean,
but yeah, I mean, there was some really cool stuff. Some enemies, later on in the end, I really liked the enemies I was facing. But they only come later on.
When you beat it, when you finish the game, did it leave you satisfied?
Yeah. I mean,
Snickers satisfied?
Honestly, no. I mean, yeah, I felt.
Honestly, no. No, he said no.
I said, honestly,
I was not Snickers satisfied.
No.
I was accomplished. I'm really happy I played the game. I'm not upset about my.
Yeah, every time I go on, I see who's on. I see you guys. Rich Sora's usually doing the Destiny thing. You're doing Destiny 2 a little bit, but I've seen you like doing Lords of the Fallen a lot.
Yeah, I played the hell out of that game, and
You and I are almost neck and neck with trophies, dude. I got like 4 more than you.
Oh,
soon I'll have
more.
Soon I'll have 3 more.
I just got Call of Duty, so now I'm getting
Oh, fuck.
Let's compare PS2 and PS1 and N64 libraries, and then we'll see who has the most.
Okay,
achievements.
Jesus, this is not a competition.
Sword.
It is now when he brought it up.
Yep.
But
Yeah,
It's always
soon-
a competition, Bob.
Soon I'll have 5
That's
platinums.
what the numbers are there for, to
Yeah,
compete
yeah.
against.
Okay, yeah, but I had a,
Smash Bros. Right now.
but
We'll settle this.
You kicked my ass.
Exactly.
My friend, though, I'll start to interrupt you. My friend, his name was Kurt, big Metal Gear guy, man. He played the shit out of Smash Brothers, and I encouraged him to do a tournament, and he was like, nah, he was one of those, like, I just like getting drunk and just playing it. Always played Snake, dude, always. Every single time. We would have parties over at his place, right? He'd be drunk, tipsy, pretty drunk, and people would come, oh, you got Smash Brothers, dude? I'm awesome at that game. And they would play. Oh, yeah, go ahead. If you want to play, go ahead and play. Kurt was really cool with that, right? And they would play, and some of these guys, I'm watching, I'm kind of drinking, and some of these guys are doing really good, whoever they played as. And I'm like, hey, man, you're pretty good, dude. You should play Kurt, dude. Kurt's pretty good. He plays pretty good, man. Oh, yeah? Hey, Kurt. Every time, man, like, Kurt would, like, face a person, and he'd immediately pick Snake, dude, and just slaughter them. There's one guy, he was like, man, I'm really fucking good. It's all I play, dude, and he was good. Kurt fucking still beat him, dude. I was like, damn, dude. He's
Damn.
like, I'm like,
I want to meet this Kurt, although I'd have to face him in Melee.
well, what's Melee?
Melee is the version that came up before Brawl, before Snake, because in Brawl you trip, and that could never be it could never be a competitive game to me because you trip randomly.
You play it for the new 3DS yet?
Yeah, I have it for 3DS.
How do you like
talk
it?
about that too, actually. now that I
Okay.
think about
yeah, we
it.
have a lot of stuff
So
to talk
let's
about.
wrap up.
Let's talk
Oh,
about
yeah,
Smash Bros.
let me wrap it up. Let me wrap up Lords of
Lords,
Fallen.
yeah.
Alright, Lords of Fallen, fuck, I had so much other stuff.
7.5 out of 10.
No, my biggest gripe, and it made me appreciate Dark Souls a
That's
lot.
what they've been getting on Metacritic.
Yeah, so I would say that'd be a fair amount of score. It's the environment. It's not big enough. There's some really cool parts that I'm like, oh my gosh, it looks sweet and open, but there's other parts it's just so small. You feel so. It's like it's like maybe 20% as big as Dark Souls.
And the character model is like a Gears of War size person.
He's a big guy, and I don't mind it. I mean, whatever. You can't customize them. Yeah, I know it's just too. The game was too small. If it had a huge environment and different enemies,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm saying that's a lot of
See,
stuff.
like, yeah,
But-
but when you compare it to like how FPS is, like how many clones of first-person shooters there have been, as far as like a clone of this genre, this Dark Souls genre, I think it did a pretty good job.
It did it for a first attempt, and I don't think it's not really a big company. That I think the next, if they do make another, hopefully if this was successful, if they made another Lords of the Fallen 2, and they fix all this stuff, I mean, it could be really good.
It could,
Yeah, it could be really
honestly
good.
better than Bound by Bob, way better.
Oh,
than Bound by Bob.
that you can't compare those two,
No, you
Bound by
can't.
Flame and Lords of the Fallen.
Terrible, yeah.
All right, yeah. So I think that's my tip. So if you like Dark Souls or kind of ready to play Dark Souls and want something a little easier, definitely play Lords of the Fallen. All right, Rich. I know we didn't talk about it last time, but do you want to talk about Alien Isolation? I know we haven't
Two
really
things
much.
I want to talk
Okay.
about, Bob. Smash Bros. 3DS and
Oh,
Alien
God.
Isolation. All right, Smash Bros. 3DS online, terrible. Nintendo is never good with their online. I try to connect to people and it's lagging out and it's so bad. Local play though, they got local play. They had to get local play down. If they didn't get local play,
You think it's gonna be alright on the Wii U?
I am looking forward to the Wii U version. I really like the way it's a little bit slower than Melee, but it's faster than Brawl. So it's got that balance there. There's no more tripping, and I feel like the Wii U version is going to be a very fun 8-player Smash. Though I have no idea how that's going to be. That's going to be incredible. I have no idea how that's.
Are the
going to
maps?
Yeah.
Are the maps like any bigger? Or are they gonna have, like for 8 people?
I think they have
special
special arenas for the 8 players. Yeah.
So
But so far, I really love the physics. They added I don't know. They added some weird things for some characters. I don't like how they changed Link because they instead of he used to do like a running cross slash kind of thing and it would send people into the air. Now he does a running jump and there's like a lag time to it. So I feel like it's more fair, I guess. But I still hate it. I still don't like that they did that with Link. But everyone else seems to be improved.
see, I know me and J-Bone. Obviously, we could tell with J-Bone, but me as well. I mean, I don't play Smash. I mean, I played it a couple times. I mean, I've played it, but
I really enjoy it.
Trying
Man,
to train Bob.
yeah, but I
those
don't know.
people take it like tournament style, like Street Fighter. I can't. I can play them and I enjoy them, but I know there's someone out there, man, who's just
Well,
like
there's always
who
someone
gets
out there.
paid to do that shit. It's just like fuck me. Like these Dota or whatever. You
Or, like,
name a game, but
it's just, yeah, I mean, there's a point for me where I get to, like, because I feel like a lot of gamers are very competitive. Like, that's, like, they're driven, and, like, they're driven by this competition. And, yeah, I mean, I think we're all competitive. But for me, when it gets to a point when you feel that you have to, like, learn these special patterns and, like, really like, that's where I lose it.
Yeah.
That's where it just takes the fun, and now I feel like a robot.
Like,
that's my personal opinion, but I know there's other people that are, like, just want to be the best and do everything.
there was, I just saw it today. I think it was I want to say Dota. I don't want to say Dota.
League.
League, the Chinese guy.
Yeah.
He makes like $1 million a year.
Playing League?
Yeah, it's like, dude, this guy's set for life. For you playing a fucking video game.
Yeah, I know.
Awesome. But the thing is, like, yeah, that's awesome, and you're like, but really, one person out of, I don't know how many people play that damn game to get it. I mean, yeah, someone's going to be there, and you're like, I want to strive for that, but it's just, you have a better chance of being a professional athlete, than, like, a sports athlete than being a video game athlete. I mean, maybe one day it'll change, but, I would say find another thing to do.
Video game athletes are happening, though. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
No, it's becoming the big thing. Like,
yeah, but I mean, like,
eventually that's all the world's gonna turn into. That's how wars are gonna be settled, through virtual war games.
That's
That's how everyone's gonna go in virtual reality, and you're gonna feel like the wind blow across your cheek, and it's gonna feel like it's actually there, but you'll be laying on your couch.
Well, I guess I just look at it always. I mean, not like, I don't know. It's a whole like philosophy thing, but like those athletes. I mean, it's just very few percentage of people get that. So at least have a solid backup plan.
Yeah, but yeah.
But you have fun. I mean, I don't know. I just can't. I mean, could I, like, if I was going to get paid to play a certain game, like, hey, you got to play this game.
That means that, but that's the thing. Like, once you get paid to do that game, that's all you're going to be doing. And
it's not going to be fun. I'm going to lose my mind because there's always going to be people, especially with gamers, they're always going to figure out different ways to play, different ways to do things, and
you're going to, like, you're still going to be able to play other games and stuff, but you're going to have to focus almost like 90% of your time on the game that you're hired to play. Like, people who play League or people play, like, World of Warcraft, that's what they do.
Mm-hmm. That's like
I'm sure they obviously get out and play different games now and then, but they don't get to experience as many games as you or I do. I'm sure, no way. Like, I see you playing different, like, every time a new release comes out, you're playing it, but people play World of Warcraft, like, well, if I do this, then I'm going to be behind.
People are still playing Modern Warfare 4 and, like, World at War and
Modern Warfare 2?
No, Call of Duty, the one that started it all, man. Like, the one that really, like, kicked the online.
Yeah, there are people that still, I think, support that. Like, the servers are down, I believe, for Call of Duty 4. But there are people that have their own private servers for that game.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, there are people that enjoy that stuff, but I feel like I'm always, I think I'm the type of person, I always just want to experience different things. Because, I mean, could I get more out of the game? Could I be a better player at that game? Of course. If I put more time, eventually I'm going to get better. I mean, it's just kind of like, that's how it usually works. You figure out different things, but that's just not my thing. That's not my thing.
I'm going to move on to Alien Isolation.
Okay, good.
Okay, yeah.
I'm close to beating it. It takes longer when I'm Let's Playing it because it takes like 2 hours to render every video.
Yeah.
So it takes a long time to
sure, Rich.
No, it really does.
I know.
It takes forever. Especially now that they're in 60 FPS. It takes even longer.
That's nice. I want to see it now.
Yeah, check it out. Watch it 1,000 times, whatever.
But 60 frames.
It looks so good, Bob. It's so nice. But Alien Isolation, I'm so close to the end. I know I'm really close to the end.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
How many hours do you think you put in that game so far?
At least 20.
100 with Let's Play.
If you want to count like the editing and the rendering and the uploading, like 100 hours.
Now I know you said you got pretty, because of childhood memories and stuff, like it brings up those old like demons or skeletons in the closet, but have you gotten used to being like frightened, or are you just like in that point now where you're just like, fuck it, I just want to beat this game? That's how I was with Dead Space for a while.
The Alien is still scary because they added the flamethrower in, and I'm using it, and the thing gets more resilient to it. So it actually makes even more tension happen because I feel like
I'm stressed thinking about it.
I can fight it. Now that I have this flamethrower fuel, I'm like, I can fight you, right? And then I have 500 of it, and then I have like 50 left. I'm like, oh god. And then like I know that this like 50 flamethrower fuel is not going to scare it away anymore because it can just run through it now. It's ridiculous.
So the more you use it, the more resilient he gets?
Yes.
That's rough. I'm just thinking about it. I'm stressed. Like,
that's the only weapon that you... And the thing is, though, you can use the flamethrower, but you're slightly louder moving with it because the gas is like... So it actually comes out a little bit more when you have the flamethrower out.
Now,
so you have to actually decide, like, do I want to have it out to defend myself, or am I better off trying to be more quiet and avoiding it?
So when you get it out, like, you know, like the inventory...
The inventory is very clunky. I really wish that you can't quick select anything. So you have to have what you want to have out, or you have to take the time to hide behind something, select it, and then use it. Because the wheel system they chose is not very. It's weird. I don't know. It's not like there's no good quick selects. Here, I accidentally threw a pipe bomb once. I didn't want to do that. I was like, why did I throw that? No! And then the end was like, and I was like, oh.
Did he get you?
He got me. Yeah. But
So-
the atmosphere, perfect. The lighting,
I
perfect.
just got done watching Alien 1 after we did our last episode, and I got back from Vegas. I was like, I really want to watch it, And I haven't played it, but from what I've seen and from what it's like,
It's amazing. It's the most accurate Alien game ever.
It's crazy,
created.
like the reviews were so bad for it, though.
It's ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense to me. There's a lot of fan service in the game too. There's a point where you actually go on a derelict. It's just it's just a first person point of view. Obviously, you just go on the derelict and explore it. But it's just so cool to actually step foot in it. You know what I'm saying?
Now, if you don't like Alien, or really don't care for the movies,
this is for the fans. If you don't care for the movies, then there's no reason why you're gonna get this game.
Really?
Pretty much.
I really don't care for the movies. There, I said it. Ooh, shoot me,
Bob.
I don't know. I just never watched
You're
it,
out of
and
the
then I
cast.
tried to watch it, and I just.
They're older. I watched them as a kid.
I mean, when
so
I was a kid, see, that's the thing. If I watched it as a kid, maybe I'd feel good, or maybe I'd have
you'd
this
like it better, like nostalgia about it.
Yeah, I had no nostalgia, so I try to watch it.
But
It's like when
you have to still appreciate, for a horror, for one of the first horror movies, basically, like a pioneer of the genre.
Yeah, I'm not.
In terms of the practical effects that they use and how scary it was. Obviously, there were horror movies before it, but I'm saying this is one that actually took it to the next level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, it added a lot of tropes that you see today.
Yeah.
In movies.
I feel like it'd be because this would happen with Alien. I watched Prometheus. That's the only one I watched.
Oh, you haven't seen Alien Original?
Yeah, well, I got.
Then you can't say you don't like it. We'll watch it one day, Bob.
I never said I didn't like it. Oh, I did, but
you did.
What
I'm
I'm saying
I don't care for it. That translates to I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't care for it. I'm just not. It just hasn't appealed for me.
Do you
yet.
date a girl you don't care for?
Oh my god. Doesn't mean. Well, I mean,
you don't like her, Bob.
Well, there's a girl that I might not care for that is somewhere wherever. Doesn't mean I wouldn't like her, right?
But you don't know her yet.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying. Okay, I'm neutral about it. I just haven't I haven't been appealed to play it yet.
Keeps digging. He just.
Just because I haven't seen it doesn't mean I'm like.
Watch it, Bob.
Okay.
Watch the movie.
And I'll try.
And then watch the second one, and then stop.
Yeah,
don't watch
I know.
it anymore.
Yeah, Alien
I've
and
seen
Aliens.
bits and pieces of them when I was younger, not because I was
Alienses.
Yeah.
No, I mean I can see people have appreciation for it. I'm just curious for the people that would not.
Alien is back in a time when they didn't have really CGI.
Yeah.
They had real set pieces, so the acting was authentic and real, not like this green screen
They
shit
were
where
actually looking at what they were reacting to.
Exactly.
Whereas
It's back
as
in.
opposed to oh my god, there's a giant clover.
And Ridley Scott is an awesome director. You'd really enjoy it, Bob. I'm a movie
I might
connoisseur.
give it a shot. It just I haven't really I'll probably watch it. I know it's.
I have it on Blu-ray, dude. I'll let you borrow both of them.
Yeah, do it.
So
there you
good.
go. Bring
It's
it.
so
I'll
good.
watch
We
it.
should
I'll
all.
watch
You
it.
know what? Next podcast, we should all just watch Alien before. Get here a little early.
I'll watch it again. I
I'll
want to
do it.
watch Aliens
That's early,
too.
though. We
Yeah,
gotta get there early.
let's do both. I'm down. We gotta.
If you guys
hang
want
out
to
anymore.
watch, yeah.
Yeah.
Alien.
Yeah, or come over to the new place.
Movie
We'll
night.
watch
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. No, I'll watch it, guys. It's not like I'm okay. If I said I didn't like it, it's not that I didn't like it. I just haven't. Sometimes you just miss things. Some people haven't watched Lord of the Rings. I don't know. It's just Alien has.
Who hasn't seen Lord of the
Just,
I'm just kidding.
It's
But there are
Mr. Bob.
there are-
That's his name. That name again is Mr. Bob.
I tried to watch it one time. I fell asleep. I was
Believe it
really
or not,
tired.
George isn't at home.
Okay,
He's
I'll
the
watch it. I'll watch
message
it.
at the Bob.
I'll watch it.
I must
and-
be Bob, or I pick up the
Oh my God.
Bob. Where
Alright,
could
You have
I
anything else about
Bob?
Alien Isolation?
Bob, I'm not Bob.
No, he's done with Isolation.
Well, so you're saying okay, but
Wait, there's one more thing I want to say about Alien Isolation. I want a sequel, and I want it to kind of be in the style of Aliens, but I still want it to be they have to get it right. They have to make it so you can fight off the
Not
aliens.
Colonial
Wait,
Marines.
Not colonial marines, but they need to make it so you don't have a lot of ammo, and taking down an alien is like taking down a Big Daddy from Bioshock. Okay, I can do this one, but I can't do that one, so I'm not fighting that one. But you can
so
do
you have more than one alien.
yeah, I want more than one alien. You can take them down, but it's very
That was
difficult. You have
good.
to have everything that everything at your disposal. And
That was
then,
that was a good
Like
way
a Bioshock feel.
Yeah, no, that was a good way to describe it. I was thinking of how they're going to do it, but Bioshock did a great job with the Big Daddy.
but you're like, okay, you know what? I can take this one down, but then the next one, you're like, I'm gonna avoid him, and I'm just gonna go this way.
Yeah, that's 2K Games to do it. They went under, didn't they?
No, 2K's.
Or who made Bioshock? They went under.
Oh no! He just stopped. He's making smaller projects now.
Oh, okay.
But I would say, yeah, Bioshock overall, later on, it got.
But then I
easier,
still want
though.
the survival horror aspect of this game. I still want to be able to hide and all that stuff. I want to feel powerful at moments, but then like weak at others. You know what I'm saying? Don't give me all the power, and like towards the end, and I can like just destroy everything. I don't like.
But sometimes you like though. But sometimes you do.
Fun. Yeah, well,
it's a hard thing. Like you just want a good game that involves a little more action.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little variety. Okay, I could see that. And could it be done? Yes.
But there are moments in Alien where it's like there are people that are actually more threatening to me because there's more of them at the time. So honestly, like I like weigh my options. Like I could throw a noisemaker down, and the alien will come out and kill them all, and then I can just hide from the alien and make it through. And it's like, is that worth it? It's a cool mentality to think about that. Like either way, those people are gonna die. Either I'm gonna have to kill them, or you really can't sneak past them. Like,
you sacrifice many people.
They would kill me.
What about the droids? Are they pretty tough to kill?
The droids are really on hard mode.
What
I'm playing on, the droids are
kills?
they're not one hit kills, but they're very loud. So if one like spots you and like he'll throw you to the wall, and then that's gonna attract the alien. So,
I'll never try to platinum that game because one of the trophies is play the game on hard without dying once.
Oh no, I'm not getting that one.
Yeah.
Okay, is that hard?
It's really hard, Bob.
No,
really
I mean that
alien's
seems like a
always
most
on top of
ridiculous
you.
thing. I mean, people do it.
I've seen people playing it on easy and they're like running through the hallway. I'm like, what? Like if I stood up and started walking, I would be spotted.
Yeah, he hears like your.
It's a very different type of horror game. You can't like run through it. You have to like take your time. Even when you're being chased by the alien, it's better to hide and wait a moment, and maybe try to lure it in a different direction. And
and continue.
I'm good.
There's another horror game coming out. I think I want to say next year. I'm assuming October. I'll just say October.
I'm tired. I'm scared.
Well, hold on. It was that one where it's kind of like the cliche. You and your buddies and your girlfriends go to the cabin in the woods, and then you got that like stalker killer.
This is a game.
Yeah, I swear to God, it looks promising. They showed it, I think, at Gamescom.
Do you know what it's called?
I can't think off the name of my head.
Stalker killer.
But the guy kills your friends, and you can lose by everyone dying. So like the decisions you make is totally like a choice based type of game where like, oh, do I want to go down this hallway and pick up a lighter, or do I want to pick up this axe or a knife or a screwdriver for self defense? Oh, I'm gonna pick up the screwdriver. Oh, let's walk down these stairs. I fell down the fucking stairs because there was no light. I'm just giving rough, broad examples.
Kind of like those books where it's like turn to page 7 to go into the door, or turn to page 8 to return home.
Yeah, so and then you make those choices with all your different friends, and it's completely up to you. Think of it as like Mass Effect. Think of it as like Mass Effect, because I said friends because you go and you take like a Joel and Ellie thing or whatever the fuck.
Okay, so it's not like
that would be
play
cool.
with.
What you just said actually sounds like a cool idea for a horror game.
That's what they're doing. Yeah.
You and 4 of your friends like are actually playing at the same time, and you have to go like do different stuff and like survive, and like your friend can die in the game and they're dead.
Yeah, I mean that's what they say. Like once your friend
real
dies,
people, like us three.
Like,
I don't know about the co-op thing now. I mean,
awesome.
it's like say us three all like I'm the guy, Rich is the busty chick. No, I'm just kidding. And then whatever.
Oh, Bob.
But it's just yeah, that's what they're making. I forget the name of it. I want to say it's called like Darkness or Total Darkness or something like that.
Yeah, maybe one day.
Because you can hide in a closet, and like depending on your heart rate and not your heart rate, but the game's like choices and stuff like that. You hear
Did you hear about that game though? They're gonna do that where they were actually, it's like a sensory that senses when you play the game that your heart rate during the time
will affect the heart rate of your playable character.
Yeah,
that's interesting. It's
a Kickstarter game.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Another thing with Alien Isolation, speaking of like outside stimulus, apparently if you have the PlayStation 4 camera active, like let's say you have a dog, right? Your dog barks, the alien will hear that.
Yeah, I heard about. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Like, or if you make too much like noise in your living room, like the alien will come down.
That's pretty cool.
In your house.
Yeah, in your house and eat you.
I will admit that
not many people turn that feature on.
I will admit that the people are having problems with the new update. I don't have one problem with the new update.
Don't put it in rest mode.
Why? I didn't.
Apparently that breaks your PS4.
Well,
no way.
On like rare occasions. So.
It doesn't. Okay, it's happened to me. Good thing you mentioned this update. It has cool themes. When I turn my TV off, it goes into standby mode. I have no idea why my and when I turn my TV on, it turns on my PS4. I don't know how I set that up.
That's cool though.
Yeah, and then if I hit the PS, it goes directly to that input. I don't know why my TV does that, but anywho, so when I turn off my TV, the PS4 goes in the standby
Rest
mode.
mode? Oh.
And every single time, I can't turn my PS4 on. I have to shut it out. I have to turn it off, and then turn it back on, and I have to
And
reset.
apparently, people get bricked if they keep doing it or something.
I haven't rested it. I
Bricked
just
like,
turn
they
it
can't
off.
Actually, turn it on anymore because of that. So don't rest it. Just
I'm
turn
not
it
trying now. Now I'm making sure I turn it off every time.
Yeah.
But I've noticed
until they update it again, saying it's fixed.
I've noticed
Yes.
it's very fast and fluid. Like if I want to go to the menu, it's like poof. I mean, faster than before. For
I
me,
like the themes too.
going into the trophies, like when I get a trophy, I like how you can just press the button and it brings you to where that trophy is, and like there it is. Like going to like the different things, the themes, everything's just more faster and fluid. It's to me, it is.
Xbox One is so slow.
Is it?
Going to achievements, like it snaps it to the side, and it's like loading, loading, loading. It's like just tell me what it is.
Yeah. No, exactly. And no, I just wanted to mention that. Are you done with the isolation?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. What now?
Good game.
Do you guys want to talk about Borderlands or just
Yeah,
a little bit?
do it. Talk about Borderlands.
I have nothing.
I've played
Okay.
a little bit.
All right. Well, Borderlands. I won't really go on.
Borderlands.
It's Borderlands. You really can't say it's any difference. Cool feature is that you get to float and do this ground pound. Playing it on a PC, I think I talked about last time. It's amazing. 60 frames is beautiful.
I chose to play
appreciate
as Claptrap. Now, if I chose to play as a human character, would I have to worry about oxygen?
I think so. I think yeah. I think.
I mean, Claptrap doesn't need to breathe. I thought
No.
I thought they'd make some sort of thing like where he's like, "Oh my god, I have to breathe because I don't know." Like he thinks.
No, he did. He did. They said something.
He said like my psycho whatever need
Yeah.
for oxygen, but he doesn't need it.
The only time, he doesn't. You will not die if you don't have any oxygen.
Yeah,
you just
well,
can't do your
you just
ability.
Can't float.
Yeah, he doesn't die doing that, so he's actually fine. So I think the other ones would get hurt, but most of the time,
unless they come with like an infinite mask helmet thing, and the oxygen always will work in that helmet, and you just need oxygen to jump.
yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
I want to try.
Claptrap is, I mean, the abilities with Claptrap are absolutely hilarious. They're just awesome.
Hunter.exe.
You get like a pirate ship, and do you want me to tell you about it?
You got the pirate ship?
Where you get like these cannons that
You
shoot.
got it? Is it
Yeah.
cool?
Yeah. What happens is they play the theme like da na 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 na, and then like to the rhythm, the
my
cannons
God.
come out, and it's really sweet. It's actually cool.
Yeah.
Side missions are pretty fun. Some I don't like because you kind of have to go back and forth into the game. Like you have to go back here and back there, and then sometimes they just get tedious, and I don't want to do them.
Yeah.
Story's not my favorite. I really liked the Borderlands 2 with Jack because I felt like he was more, but it's just weird seeing him like go from good to bad, and I just don't. It's just weird. It doesn't like.
Does it make sense? Not really.
I just feel like he just.
Do you buy it? Like, do you really think that he would actually have been like that before? Because like I just started it.
Yeah,
so
he
I don't
seems
know.
like a
I
nice
don't,
guy
I
at
don't
first.
see how he transfers. But
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's loose. I'd say it's loose. It's not like terrible. It's like, oh, it's impossible, but it's just kind of like it feels like it's missing something. Like I mean, there's things that do happen in the game that make him. That would, if I was him, I'd be really pissed off. And there are different ways, but
I was
don't
kind of
know.
hoping there would just be a clone of him, and the clone was evil, and the original Jack is still out there or something. I don't know. I'm just.
There is a
spouting
clone.
nonsense.
There's gonna be a clone for Jack for the DLC. You get to be Jack, and you're actually the clone of Jack.
Oh, there's a clone of Jack then. Okay, I was just
Yeah,
spitballing.
so maybe there's not a clone. But I thought it was funny, and then I know doing the new game plus because I want to you want to get to the higher level. The story it's it's just kind of funny. The story's the same same how new game plus. So but what's kind of nice is they have different audio features. Now they're talking with Tiny Tina, who's like one of the best characters ever,
Yeah.
and then with who's the other guy? But anywho, they tell a story this time, and it's kind of
Oh,
funny.
that's so. There's like a change.
Yeah, and they're like, you know what? Instead of calling the enemies this, we're just gonna change all the enemies' names. So now the enemies have different names. They're the same enemies, but
yeah,
it's different
just
names.
Tiny Tina's just changing everything because that's what she does.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny.
That was,
yeah,
like that reminds me of like the Borderlands 2 DLC where you like go into that like kind of like a medieval world kind of thing, like a fantasy RPG game, and like she's like, no, this is all wrong. And it was like this happy, beautiful place. She changed it to like this terrible nightmare.
That's just so cool. I mean, there's some cool features in it. I mean, if you don't like Borderlands, you're not gonna like this game. That's nothing changing with that. It's definitely fun. I mean, if you do like Borderlands, I don't see
Is
why
the
you wouldn't play it.
entire game only on the moon, or do you ever go to Pandora?
You go actually you don't go to Pandora ever.
Ever? Okay.
But you go to you go back to the moon and stuff, and there's different places, and I mean, yeah, I like the moon. Honestly, the moon was fun. It changes it up a little bit. Would I say it's like a sequel? No, but it's almost like a
pre-sequel.
It's like a pre-sequel. No,
Stupid name.
But it's just Borderlands.
I wanted a Borderlands 3, and I wanted it to be only on next gen.
Well, this is kind of like
Current
in between
gen.
it. But I mean, this is almost like a DLC to Borderlands 2. However, it adds more features. I'd say it's a little more than a deal. It's like Borderlands 2.5. That's the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad thing if you like Borderlands. Yeah, that's my appeal. I enjoyed it. I'm not upset that I had a good time, and that's why I've been playing Evil Within, because I needed something to make me less stressed. Yeah, and I played that game. What else? What other games have we played?
Call of Duty.
Soon called. I gotta pick it up. I haven't played it yet.
You know what?
We gotta talk about it.
Call of Duty. We could talk Call of Duty for a while. Let's see.
Yeah, what about run me down? Well, graphics obviously are enhanced.
Graphics are better.
How does the shooting feel like?
Call of Duty
multiplayer. I mean, we talked a little bit about this. What about the hitboxes, the perks, the exosuit? I mean, is it like Black Ops 2? Is it like Titanfall without the Titans?
All right. That's a lot of good questions.
Okay, I would say it's more like Titanfall without the Titans, with a little bit more mobility in terms of like lateral and vertical movements. Without the wall running.
Yeah, no wall running.
If this had wall running, it'd be perfect in my opinion.
Oh my god,
it would be perfect. There are still campers and stuff like that, but they have modes that kind of deter that, like where you have to collect people's dog tags, so you have to actually run out there.
It was in Black Ops.
Okay.
So I bet it was in Ghost.
Kill confirmed.
Yeah, Kill confirmed. Yeah, I like that actually.
There's this cool new mode. I think it's called Uplink. Anyway, there's like these two hoops, like these vortexes, and you grab like a ball, almost like Griff ball, and you have to run it to it. And if you jump into the like hoop, like the globe thing, you get 2 points. If you throw it in there, you get 1 point. If you miss, it goes away. So
that's
it's kind of
cool.
It's kind of like Griff. And there's a couple different maps. I mean, there's a bunch of modes. It has some good modes. Multiplayer works really good. There was no issues with it. It goes quick. It's fast. You don't have to wait like 5 minutes to get into a game.
It is very quick. Yeah.
I mean, you never like. I go like. I mean, I know it's new, and I know everyone's playing, and everyone's going to be playing Call of Duty for, good God knows, for at least a year. So, but like literally, we go in, click it, and we're in. The mobility, as if we're going to talk about that, you can move in all different directions. Like if I click like the run, I move forward. I can move back. I can move left. I can move right.
And it's like a boost movement.
And it's fast and it's awesome.
Like you could be running and then click left, and then you'll go like.
When you see other enemies boosting, is it difficult to kill them?
It's harder, but Call of Duty is really easy to kill them anyways.
Yeah, it's still like 2 bullets, you're dead.
Well, but the thing is,
how same old thing like triangle switch weapons.
Yeah.
2 grenades, 2 flashbangs, or some shit.
Well, you get the exosuit, and with the exosuit it's the thing that you wear. You can get hovering, where you can float and hover. You can get a invisibility cloak. You can get a the one I use because it's my favorite.
Is invisibility pretty effective? Or can you see?
It's only a short amount of time.
Can you see his like blob?
It's better than Destiny, if that's what you're gonna say.
It's better than Destiny, but I'm saying it's actually about the same as Titanfalls. How visible you are.
Yeah. I think maybe a little less.
It's about the same as Titanfalls.
Yeah. So.
Have you played Titanfall? The invisibility scene?
No, I haven't.
It's pretty good.
You're not as invisible as you are in Halo. You're more visible than Halo.
Okay.
But not as. But then you're obviously a little bit more invisible than you are in Destiny.
Wait, yeah. So I think it's it still feels like Call of Duty, and do I think it's revolutionary what they've done? No, but what I really enjoy, because
it's refreshing. Though.
It is refreshing, and the fact that you can climb.
Giant Bomb said that makes the other games obsolete.
It does.
Well, it does, because you can use this maneuver. We've talked about it, like like no game could have like just random walking and moving anymore. This one, like, it's different levels. I mean, if I see someone up there, I'm like, oh man, there's no way I can get him. I have to climb these stairs, and he has a claymore there, like old Call of Duty.
No, you can just in the window and bam.
Yeah, and I kill. So I mean, I can go anywhere quickly, which is so nice. So there's not any
much more convenient.
It is so convenient. Like I just hated it sometimes when you're playing a game. You're like, oh, he's up there. You know how long it's gonna take me to get up there.
Like Battlefield,
and then I get shot,
and you can chain the movements. Like if I'm running, I can run, double jump, then I can like boost forward, land on the ground, then I can hit circle to boost forward a little bit even more, and then like melee somebody. So it's really, although the melee is very hard to hit.
God, it sounds like there's going to be a lot of competition.
But the melee is really weird. Like the punch, it's like an upward angle
it's bad.
punch. It's really ineffective right now.
So what about the R3 knife slice?
You can have a knife, but you actually have to equip that as your secondary weapon, so you pull it out.
Yeah.
Really?
But that's a very positive for me at least, because the fact of the matter that Call of Duty, the knife was so easy to kill people. People would just run around and stab people. So they reduced
marathon, deagle, and a knife, dude.
They reduced that, which is amazing. Another thing
marathon, deagle, and a knife.
There's two other things that because I think everyone would agree that Ghost was terrible. I mean, there are some people that might not, but me, I couldn't stand it. I've already put more hours in Advanced Warfare than I put in Ghost.
Advanced Warfighter?
Warfighter. It's Warfare.
Yeah, I get it.
I said it right.
Too.
I know.
I actually said it right.
I'm just trying to trip you up.
But anywho, because they took things that I hated. Number one was, it's hard to get to places. Number two was claymores. There were claymores everywhere. Or like those bombs where you just run, you get blown up. And they don't have that anymore. And I've checked and they don't have it. And then, what was number three? Shit. What else? What else? Grenades. The grenades. I mean, I did see someone throw a grenade really far and kill someone, but most of the time, I've only seen one. I've only died, and I don't know how many hours I put in. Maybe I'll say maybe 4 hours, maybe more. I've only died once from a grenade. Once.
Really?
I was hurt.
It seems like they're really trying to push other features so people get away from that bullshit.
Yeah, so I mean, it seems like they're reducing the things that would make me go nuts.
But it is still Call of Duty. If someone is behind you, you are dead. There's no way. If someone is behind you shooting at you, you are dead.
You have no option.
You have no option. So
You're dead.
You're dead.
Did you die a lot, Bob?
I'm getting much better now.
I'm getting better now too. What's your
kill death? What's the kill death ratio like? Point.
Well, let's see.
18.
Before I was starting out, before I was starting, I was at 1. It was exactly 1.00. But now I think I got it up. And my last games, I've been up like around 2, which is, for me, anything like above 1 is a positive. I don't care if I'm that good or whatever, but above 1, I always want to feel like I've killed more than I died.
That's exactly right.
That is my
Yep.
If I'm like, oh, at least I did that.
Man, my KD ratio in Halo because of SWAT was so good.
3.
Yeah, I get like 20 kills and die like 3 times.
Damn.
Yeah, So I mean,
I wonder if we're still gonna be that good.
Oh yeah, Halo's coming out soon, and we'll.
I know you guys are gonna be busy doing that.
Out of that.
How are the textures?
It's a beautiful game. It seems a little stale. Like by stale,
it's
I mean
Call of Duty like.
It doesn't seem like the environments aren't dynamic. There's one where there's like water on the ground. It's glistening. It's very nice. But then there's another one where like there's not like the leaves aren't moving too much. I didn't really take the time to look, but it didn't look like there was a lot.
Like there are some really nice features. I mean, but
it's
the thing
prettier
is,
than Titanfall though.
And the thing is,
it
runs it. Yeah, it's not as
good as
more
good looking
colorful.
as Battlefield 4 though.
Definitely not, but it runs smooth. I mean,
but it's got
you're
a
still
nice
gonna have
futuristic look. Sorry about that.
You're still gonna have the Call of Duty like look to it, and it still runs smooth. I mean, there's no issues with that part, and I don't know. I mean, if you played Ghost and you're like, I'm never gonna play again, and you really do like Call of Duty, because everyone I feel like always had the heart for it or enjoyed it, and we all do not like how much they release it and how much everyone. Everyone has this love-hate relationship with it. But if you do actually have fun with Call of Duty, I would say...
I do.
Give this one a try, because it's a little different and it adds little features, and I'm having a good time.
And the campaign, I haven't really played much of the campaign yet, but the features, just the mobility and like the hovering and the cool stuff you can do, is already making the campaign stand out more, and it seems more enjoyable.
It is...
So far, I'm not really attached to any characters or anything. Like, there's no Soap McTavish, you know what I mean? No Captain Price. Those are my favorite characters in Call of Duty.
Yeah, they lasted a while.
They were awesome. But
I don't
so far, just in terms of like how fun and accessible it is, I can do a lot more than I've been able to do in a Call of Duty game.
Yeah.
Whether or not they're actually gonna keep innovating and keep adding changes, I don't know. Like they might be like, oh well, people like this. Now let's do this for the next 10 years, and it's gonna be the same.
Yeah, I mean, you wonder what because the development cycle's now 3 years.
So it's like Sledgehammer Games made this one, right? So like Treyarch makes the next one. Are they gonna keep the mobility system intact, or are they gonna go back to like standard?
I don't know if that's going to be possible. I mean, that's the thing about with them.
But the thing is, these games are on 3 development cycles, so they've already been making the other one.
Yeah.
So that one's coming out as it is.
It's that other company, that third company, that's probably looking at how successful this one is, and it might run with the success. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Advanced Warfare is obviously going to be the next series. They're going to probably have Advanced Warfare 2, 3, whatever. So they're going to have to keep adding different ways of movement. I hope in the next one they have wall running. I
Yeah.
personally want them to add wall running into it.
Yeah, because Titanfall did a great job with that stuff.
So good. That's why I still would play Titanfall. Just 'cause
I got the
wall
season.
running.
Oh yeah, it's probably too late now. Season pass was cheap on.
It was $8.25 and it went down to $6.
The next day after I bought it for $8.
Me too. I bought the same day
Yeah.
then. $6.
So no, I just think it's no. I mean, it's done enough for me to appreciate. I mean, not to appreciate. It's done enough for me to enjoy it again. Because there was a time. I mean, there was a time I was just like, I can't enjoy this. Because if you like small maps, and you like the Call of Duty style, like where it's just quick, fast paintball game, and then add a little feature, I think it does enough for me that I like to play it, and I'm not upset that I bought it.
It's the year of the double jump, gentlemen.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Every
All right.
first-person shooter is getting that extra mobility now.
All right, you got news?
I got news, Bob.
All right. Yeah, we'll probably.
I got.
Yeah, that's it.
28 items. You guys ready for
Whoa,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
28 items.
I have 26. No, I have I have 7. I have 7. And they're short and sweet.
Seven's good, right?
Short and
7's good. I like 7.
All right, number 1. Obviously, big news today. Grand
yeah.
Theft Auto 5 confirmed for first person.
First person.
Quick thoughts. Do you think the shooting mechanic will be good enough to be a first-person shooter?
I don't know. I mean,
I hope, because if
they
it
only
is,
made,
I'll
they've
buy
only
it.
made third person, so we'll see how they do.
If it is, I'll buy it. If not, I can't say I'm gonna want to get it.
I just want to know how it's gonna be like implemented. Like I want to know if it's gonna be like I hit a button and it toggles first person mode.
Well, I can tell you.
Or
Really
I have to go in the menu, click first person.
No, or
annoying.
But then they also talked about you can do. You know how the cover when you go in cover, you can actually choose. You can choose how much first person you want. You can be in first person the whole time when you're in cover, or you can switch out to first person.
How?
There's a setting that you just can change it like that.
Oh, so it'll detect when you're in cover and it'll automatically shift?
Yes.
Kind of like Batman when you went into like the vents and stuff and it went into first person mode there?
Yeah.
Okay. That could work.
No, it will work because I saw I got the Borderlands.
But the fact is, it's just an added feature.
Yeah.
So no one can really be like,
but
oh, it's a terrible game now.
Well,
it's
no.
like, no, just then don't use it.
I want it to be a feature that revolutionizes it. Not
revolutionize.
I don't even know. I'm not that word, but I hope it, I want the game to experience like they talk about. Oh, it's gonna be an experience. I want it to be amazing. I want it to be a great first person like game. And if it is, I will buy it.
That would be interesting. It better I want it to be fluid. I want it to be like I want to be able to do it the whole time.
They talk about how much stuff they added 300 animations to guns, just guns alone.
They said it was like a whole new game, man.
Yeah, and they talked about every car has different.
First person.
Now there's first person shooters that may look good, but you want, like Rich was saying, you want it to feel good. You want it to, especially in something like Grand Theft Auto, is such a huge game.
That mechanic perfect.
I'm not talking exactly. It can't be clunky like Skyrim.
A game like The Evil Within can be clunky because that needs to be because of the horror. But Grand Theft Auto needs to be smooth and buttery.
I hope it's as good and Payday 2.
Payday 2 sucks.
No,
yes,
but for the first, I know, but for the first person shooting.
God,
no, wait.
So
the shooting was terrible in that too. Never mind. Never mind.
It
needs to be better. It needs to be better than Payday 2. I don't expect it to be like to the elite level of first person shooters, but if it's as good as I don't know. It just needs to be. I want it to play right. If it plays right, I'll want to buy it because I've already done enough in.
It honestly needs to control as well as a Call of Duty game.
It's hard though.
It needs to be that smooth because of how big the levels are.
Yeah, they talk about. I mean,
like it needs to be accurate. And
if anyone can do it,
it's Rockstar. So
if anyone can do it, I think Rockstar.
I feel like they wouldn't. I feel like they wouldn't.
They made the money.
I feel like they wouldn't release
they made the money
if it wasn't going to be good and ready.
I feel like that this is the reason like they made this mode because they want to like make something big. I think they're really excited for this mode.
You mean the game Agent?
No.
Dude, look at when he was in the cockpit view. I remember playing this one mission where you're Trevor going out of the airport off the landing strip, and the guy was holding on to the wing, and I remember playing that. And they showed that in the IGN video, and his first looked over, and there's the guy he's hanging out for dear life, and they show all the gauges. The gauges are moving.
Yeah, because you're like instead of seeing the plane take off in third person, you're actually in the plane now.
Oh my gosh!
They put so much time. Like I haven't, obviously they just released it.
It's gonna be cool.
They put so much time of talking about like what they've done to it. I mean, if Rockstar's going to talk about it, I'm pretty sure they're pretty confident.
They're basically making it's a brand new game.
That's what I mean. And if it does that, I'm going to love it because I'm going to it's going to feel like old time. But it's going to change to how you feel about the game. Like when you're walking, just walking down the street or looking at this view, you're going to see it through your eyes. And you're gonna see when people look at you, they look at you, and pedestrians look at you. You can actually, they're gonna be eye contact with you. So
people are gonna utilize.
This actually would revolutionize it because this is an open world sandbox game in first person. So that's huge.
Huge for Oculus Rift players.
Yeah, revolutionize Grand Theft Auto.
The dynamic of that city, if they could actually get it to look as good as any other game in first person, because first person, those games are typically very linear. They have a small little area to work with, and they're very detailed.
It'd be nice going swimming, dude, and getting bit by a shark. See a shark come in first person. That'd be creepy, man.
Yeah, if it does, I mean that if they did a great, I mean that'd be like a brand new game. If it adds that, and if
a whole new layer of depth and immersion.
I'm gonna love it. Because I was at a point where I was like, no way am I gonna buy Grand Theft Auto 5.
Then you saw this.
And then I saw this, and I'm
my
like,
money.
I'm like, this might have got me. This what got me. Those sons
it had me
I'm proud of them.
It had me apprehensive, but we'll see how successful they can pull off a first person mode, especially in a Grand. It'd be the first ever.
If they do it,
it's history.
If it's, I don't expect it to be bad. I really
and in 2 weeks, it's coming out quick.
Halo.
No.
Halo's coming out in 1 week.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Smash Bros in 2 weeks after. Yeah. So.
All right, really quick question. I want you guys to vote, or I mean, it'd be nice if people listening.
Metal Gear Solid 5.
No.
no.
Batman Arkham Knight.
When you get the Halo.
Witcher 3.
Oh, you don't have Xbox, but if you did, which one would you play first? Wait. I mean, if you're gonna play multiplayer, which one would you play first?
Oh, for the Halo.
Oh, if I had Halo.
Halo 2, 1, 2, or 3, or 4.
If you bought the Halo Master Chief Collection, you play Halo 1's multiplayer first.
I know, that's what I'm thinking, but still, what if... I don't know.
You play that first.
Do you think their servers will be able to hold that?
We're going to find out in 7 days.
Yeah,
I'm going to be right there with my life.
Yeah.
What are they? Oh, Bungie. Actually, it's not Bungie anymore. It's 3. Come on.
Okay,
what you got to do?
All right, next one.
They have a legacy they have to live up to now.
Oh, you didn't finish your thing.
You know what I wanted?
2 weeks.
You know what?
Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto, yeah. Duh.
It comes out in 2 weeks?
Yeah,
on
Bob.
the 18th, Bob.
That Bob is
Plus
coming out.
I would have no money. I spent so much money on video games.
Plus Far Cry 4.
November.
Yeah, it's all for the holiday
People
season.
thought October was bad.
I bought
November
Lords of the
is worse.
Fallen.
Dude, it's bad, yeah. November is worse.
It's got Smash Bros. It's got
not
Dragon
bad.
Age. It's got Halo. It's got Grand Theft Auto. It's got so many games.
And Far Cry 4.
Far Cry 4. God damn it.
Yeah. Far Cry 4, I'm going to get day off.
I want to win in
Final Fantasy 15, Witcher 3, Batman Arkham Knight are all coming. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm so happy they're not now. I'm
Did you
really
see
happy.
Final Fantasy? They put English subtitles in there now.
Yeah.
Or English voice act. I didn't watch
It's
it, though.
now 61.85% done.
Yeah. All right, next one. eBay has a $40 off Destiny White PS4 bundle.
How much is that then? $360?
It would be... What was their bundle going for originally?
Oh, $450. It's $390 now.
So... No, it'd be $410. $40 off.
Oh,
410.
maybe I should do math.
Taxes, it's like 440 again.
On November 2nd, so...
Wait, you said it was on Amazon?
eBay.
Oh, if it was on
2 days
Amazon,
ago. On November 2nd, 2 days ago, today's the 4th. Xbox One, in general, is lowered in price to $350.
Yep.
That's worth it now. I mean, if
But
you
it
like Halo,
doesn't have the Connect. And honestly, right now, I'd say just because getting to settings and crap, I just want to say Xbox go to settings. I don't want to have to.
What does that tell you?
it's so hard to find.
It is. It
Like,
is so
I
difficult.
thought-
I'm where the hell
Is it possible to get the settings without the?
I'm sure. I think they updated it so now it is, but I don't know where it is. I don't want to find out because it's just. I just.
What do you think
where I need
this
to go.
spells as far as profit to loss as far as Microsoft?
I'd say it's gonna be the same as when Sony and not released the PS3. I mean, they're selling it for so much less.
Yeah, they remember
It costs them more to make.
1 year ago it was $500. Now it's temporarily $350.
Well, they said hypothetically it connects worth $150.
Yeah, but think about all the Connects that they haven't sold and they've lost money on now that are just sitting
that's
around.
a useless.
Yeah,
I mean,
all those Xbox Ones that are coming without the Connect originally had the Connect. You know that. They just took them out of the box and put them in different boxes.
Yeah, it's
there's gonna be a space in your Microsoft where the Connect, the styrofoam.
It was too much money to change the cardboard. Right, just take the box.
that shit is not selling in Japan or China. China, dude. It's like
Yeah.
It's still selling better than the 360 did when it originally came
Yeah,
out. But
yeah.
I mean, it's still sad. Like the Kinect was supposed to change. Like that is their console. The Kinect was that console's identity, and now
Yeah.
they're selling it without it.
But I think it's gonna do okay.
Which means now the support's gone. Which means anything cool that could have come out of the Kinect is not going to happen.
But
I will admit they have more exclusives. I think Halo is their Christmas exclusive.
Halo's
and
like the Wii.
That's all they
PlayStation,
have.
Sony doesn't have anything
Sony is going to get a lot of stuff next year.
Like
as far as
Resistance.
AAA Christmas exclusives for the holiday season.
Yeah, but Sony did well enough to be okay. They sold more than enough consoles.
Oh yeah, they
for
probably
the
sold
season.
close to 10 million units in homes.
They're fine.
Yeah,
You know?
They'll take it all back.
Uncharted
they'll,
4
they'll
will.
take it all back with Last of Us 2 next year.
Oh.
Uncharted 4.
Yep.
Metal Gear Solid 5 is going to sell more on PS4 than it's going to be on Xbox.
Did I tell you guys that
Maybe
Destiny was played more and bought more for the
Yeah,
Xbox
he did
One?
last time.
Yeah, but that's because that was Bungie loyalists.
Yeah. Next one, speaking of Destiny,
What's last time?
has 9.5 million registered users.
I'm one of those 9.5 million registered users.
Same
As well
with me.
as I.
That means we make up about half of the registered users.
That takes
Rich doesn't know how to do math.
9,499,990.
9.
No, 93 or 97.
97? I'll take 97.
97 users.
Yeah.
Next one,
By the way, anyone listening wants to join my clan, Swords of the Seven, just go ahead and look it up.
shameless plug. No.
But there can be only 7.
Maybe 8, but one must die.
You ready for this
no,
one?
Baba, don't say that.
Ready
It's
for
not-
this awesome, lovely game?
Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes Edition HD, Super HD,
Close.
4K.
5K.
5K.
Retina
What's
display.
the news on Metal Gear Solid?
Actually, you're gonna actually download it. in
No,
your
it's not Metal
brain
Gear
and
Solid.
play
Oh,
it
really?
Through your brain.
I'm just.
The next console is you.
Drive Club PS Plus Edition is officially postponed until further notice.
Yay! They have
Wasn't it already postponed until further notice?
No, they're like, well, just hold on a second.
Okay, wait,
We gotta get these
wait.
servers like up and running.
Let me just
Shit,
point this out really quick, okay?
That is a fucking failure.
Wait,
They
wait,
should give
wait,
people
hey,
their money
Let
back.
me just point this out really quick, okay? You make a game. You're making a game, right? You're releasing a game on a specific date. That date is tomorrow. You know when your game has problems.
Should have beta
if
tested.
it's released tomorrow.
Should have
don't,
beta tested.
and then you don't say anything until everyone's like, "Hey, where's that free game I was actually looking forward to today? My name is J-Bone, and I wanted to try it."
I wanted to. I was looking forward to it,
I
dude.
would've
Yeah,
tried it.
I wanted to try it too.
Oh.
A free racing game that I could just mess around with. I'd only have like a couple maps, whatever. Fine. It's
Yeah,
cool.
exactly.
So something to have fun with friends, you know?
Yeah.
Didn't happen. You can buy the full version though. That's
That's
ridiculous.
totally broken.
That's totally broken.
It's still broken,
They should have
Bob.
released the free version only and then fix the full version. That's what they
Dude.
should have done.
Well,
That people are so upset that game was an utter failure. Sony should apologize officially. Maybe even give people their money back. That won't happen. But you know that shit on Black Friday is going to be in the $5 bin.
They postponed it already for like a year because it was supposed to be a launch title.
Exactly. And look how that's what I mean. It's a failure. It's a failure.
Like they had a year to
Yeah.
fix whatever the hell was wrong with it.
I don't know.
Well, it must have been broken from the.
They don't
ground
even
up.
have fucking American muscle cars in there, dude. Or like Lamborghinis, like Forza. They got these Italian fucking whatever. Next one. I rage
We
quit last time.
That's disappointing.
about my friend
It's
about that game.
disappointing. It's disappointing.
Yeah, it's very disappointing.
Sounds-
2 more.
Okay.
Last week, Sony revealed that its PlayStation Plus service had hit 7.9 million subscribers. 7.9 million times $50 a year.
Give or take, yeah.
Let's do that math.
Wait, how much is it? 7?
7.9 million.
So it's about 80. I mean, it's about 40.
We talking?
I mean, it's about 400 million.
Oh yeah, they made a.
It's for about 400 million. You don't have to do the math.
They made-
I know it's like 300.
They made a couple dollars.
Yeah, 400 million. There, done.
Let's see if you're right.
Well, it was a little less because
395
Like I
million.
just
Roberts.
Robert Nye.
Robert
Mr.
Teacher.
Bob.
Mr. Nye.
I said a little less. You could listen to the podcast. And
Ever since they charged, remember when the internet was free? Now they charge. They're making $395 million. Dude.
Yes, but they also had to make better servers to support the party.
I
chat
understand.
system.
I understand.
Now
But
have
they
a
also
level of
sold
quality they have to meet up to.
Close
so.
to 9 over 9 million units in their homes.
And
plus
7 million of them are subscribers. That's awesome. Well, PS3 people that don't have PS4 and have only PS3 probably have PS Plus. Though.
Yeah, if you want to go online, you gotta.
But still, it's a lot.
And you get the
It's a
free
lot.
games. Oh, speaking of,
the free games kind of.
Injustice:
nice.
Gods Among Us is going to be one of the PS Plus games I just read, and 2 indies. I forget the name, and the other AAA is Infamous: First Light.
Next month.
Whoa, free?
For real.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I waited.
And I just got Second Son. Yeah, you waited exactly.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's I'm just gonna keep waiting for like DLC like that now. Like honestly,
I don't think it's always going to happen like this.
but
They had to
It
do
is.
something that could do the Christmas because they know they have no AAA exclusives for Christmas.
that's awesome. I'm gonna play First Light now. I wasn't gonna play it before.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Second Son on GameFly. As soon as I beat Mordor, I'm probably gonna and then I got Call of Duty. I just got no time, man. Got no time.
Got no time.
Ready for that last one?
Really quick, with the Plus, I know what is it, November?
What is it, November?
No, one of the games comes out. It's by the part of the like the illustration of and there's a couple other people that did Super Meat Boy. It's a little art indie game that came
Yeah, I
out.
know that one. You constantly die.
I know, but no, but it's another one, kind of like a random puzzle and stuff. It comes out. It's free for PS Plus, so I'm pretty excited for that. Hopefully, it's not like Spelunky. I mean, I don't think Spelunky's bad. It's just hard. Have you tried it?
I played it for like a minute.
It's hard.
I don't care
I don't
for
know.
I
it.
tried Fez, and then I got stuck, and I was like,
Oh my god!
I
play
want
it.
to move on to greener pastures.
Fez is boring.
Yeah, Chris
Shut
tried. Chris, whatever. Moving on.
Let's not talk about it.
Last one.
Yeah.
This might get you guys juicy in your pants, in your crotch region. Probably not me. Maybe if they do it right. Destiny confirmed working on. I'm sorry.
Bungie confirmed working on Halo 9.
Bungie confirmed working on Destiny 2.
What?
Yep.
So it's
Bungie.
going to be a Destiny 2.
Bungie-
It's going to be a second disc.
They're working on it.
So that means Destiny, like, wait, so how far?
No. They got their expansion coming. They said.
But is it going to be
But
more
their
after that
team,
expansion?
their team is working on a full blown retail Destiny 2.
Well, you know what? That's positive. Though.
That's good.
Those gripes that you had about Destiny, the first one.
We'll see if they
you know,
fix them
They'll fix not all of them
because there's no story.
Peter Dinklage officially dropped.
Yeah, he needs to be leaked. He needs.
You
to
see
go.
that picture
He
I
needs to go.
posted? Like the expansion comes out, you bought the game, now buy the
The
story.
Yeah,
There's only lore right now.
but you know what? We still play it. We still kind of play it. No, we do play it.
We're
when
playing
we
it
play
to see if we can get all the weapons now. That's all we're doing. We're just like,
Yeah,
I
but
want
yeah,
all
You
the
guys,
exotics.
you guys are 30,
No.
right?
What?
You guys are 30.
No.
I'm still the only one at 30.
Well, and the funny
I thought
thing,
you were 30.
No, I'm
No,
not
it's
30 because it doesn't
impossible.
let me to get 30. That's
Yeah,
the reason.
it's
It's
like-
not about me. It's about the game.
It is about the game. You play that game, it's about Destiny. It's not about you.
Yeah, it's my destiny to get to
Destiny
30, but
plays
Destiny
you.
let
You
me
gotta
get to
play
my
Destiny.
destiny.
Yeah, Destiny plays you. I got lucky. I got 2 pieces of raid gear in the raid.
Oh,
that
that's
I needed.
right.
And I already had an exotic helmet, so I didn't need a helmet, and it didn't give me one. It gave me the leggings and a chest piece and the arms. So I got lucky.
Yeah, so I mean, it is
I
what
got
it is.
lucky. It's just,
Yeah.
and you can literally get the same thing every single time. You can literally go in there and get this just.
I wonder if it goes lower, like the rate goes lower.
Apparently, the hard mode you have a higher chance of getting the raid gear, but you need to be level 30 to do that. So it doesn't make sense.
Unless they carry you.
Yeah, unless I carry.
No, it's
Bob.
only 29 though.
That's it for news. That's all I got.
Oh, is that it? Is that it?
That's it.
Is that the podcast for this
Well,
week?
this is our podcast. I hope you enjoy listening because we always love hearing.
Call 1-800-COOL-BREEZE.
Call 1-800-COOL-BREEZE. That makes no sense. All right, we're out. This is Talking with J-Bone, Mr. Bob, and Seven Sword. Signing out.
It is about the game. You play that game, it's about Destiny. It's not about you.
Yeah, it's my destiny to get to
Destiny
30, but
plays
Destiny
you.
let
You
me
gotta
get to
play
my
Destiny.
destiny.
Yeah, Destiny plays you. I got lucky. I got 2 pieces of raid gear in the raid.
Oh,
that
that's
I needed.
right.
And I already had an exotic helmet, so I didn't need a helmet, and it didn't give me one. It gave me the leggings and a chest piece and the arms. So I got lucky.
Yeah, so I mean, it is
I
what
got
it is.
lucky. It's just,
Yeah.
and you can literally get the same thing every single time. You can literally go in there and get this just.
I wonder if it goes lower, like the rate goes lower.
Apparently, the hard mode you have a higher chance of getting the raid gear, but you need to be level 30 to do that. So it doesn't make sense.
Unless they carry you.
Yeah, unless I carry.
No, it's
Bob.
only 29 though.
That's it for news. That's all I got.
Oh, is that it? Is that it?
That's it.
Is that the podcast for this
Well,
week?
this is our podcast. I hope you enjoy listening because we always love hearing.
Call 1-800-COOL-BREEZE.
Call 1-800-COOL-BREEZE. That makes no sense. All right, we're out. This is Talking with J-Bone, Mr. Bob, and Seven Sword. Signing out.